All right. I think that's a pretty good shot there. I'm kind of painting at my friend's house today, so I'm not used to this angle. I don't even know if the sound's going to be working too good because my phone's kind of messed up the speaker. But I'm just going to have fun today uh, and paint a landscape. I'm going to I'll show you the colors I got. Just magenta. This is Indian yellow and blue, ultramarine blue. So basically going to use these three colors to mix everything. Just going to do a landscape on the fly. And black and white. I use Mars black, titanium white. This is acrylic paint. Most of it's artist loft. Uh, I'm over here at my buddy's house watching their dog, so I'm just having fun. I just got off of work. I worked early this morning, but what I'm going to do on this painting is try. This is a number 12 filbert brush acrylic, and I'm going to try and use this. And I have another filbert number 10 and a number 8. I just like the filbert brushes because they don't leave that, that straight line with a flat brush. Uh, and these blend pretty good. I also have a smaller filbert for detail work. Basically, just trying to get a sky underpaint up here right now, up in the sky. Just having mixing colors. I haven't done a live in a couple days because I've been over here. This isn't my house. Watching my buddy's dog, so I figured, well, I'll just stay over there. It's easier because the dog, they have no way for the dog to go out, so I got to let the dog out. Pretty much, like right now, the dog is free to go outside in the yard, but if I'm gone too long, this is looking pretty good. Let me get some more blue up in there. I'm just using water on my brush. This will be the probably do some cool mountains back there and some clouds and some big trees. So I sell my art at this one brewery here, not too far from here. And I took one of my abstract pieces. If you're already a subscriber, you probably know the ones I'm talking about. Let me grab one here. It's this style here that I do, and I took one down there to the brewery, and it sold. I just hung it with all my landscapes, and it sold. So I brought 3 more with me. I'm going to take them down there, and so somebody liked it. It was kind of cool. I never know which one sells until I go down there and look. But I was pretty amazed that that one sold. And I took some more of my, I took some more landscapes down there, more recent ones with the color in there. I've been noticing with some of my older pieces, I made it look too realistic, and there's like hardly any color in there. Like I would have a blue sky with white clouds, a mountain, and green grass, green trees, and there was like no colors. So the ones that are starting to sell is when I mix a little pink and purple in the sky. So I'm going to start adding some more color into the sky. Acrylic paint, if you work the sky for a while, because the paint will stay a little dry for you, so it gives you enough time to blend your colors in. But I can tell this is already drying, so you got to kind of hurry. And the cloud technique I use, I got this cool cloud technique, but it's okay to let the sky dry and then do the clouds, because the way I do it, it's pretty comes out pretty cool. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put some pretty low mountains down here, so I don't have much landscape to work with. I've got to go to band practice again today, so I'm going to try and get this painting done pretty quick, hopefully in the next 30 minutes, so the live isn't too long. I'll try and look on here. I'm using my phone today. I don't even know if I can get to the chat. Well, I see the chat room in there, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to type anything. So I'll be able to see the chat room. Look at that sky. I did a cool landscape last night. It was more like it was almost like impressionism type landscape. I put it on the community page. Came out pretty cool. I think this is pretty good. I'm just going to put some light green down here for underpaint. So I'm using Indian yellow. Let's see if I can get a green out of this Indian yellow. Wow. Oh yeah, that's green, all right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to lighten it up with white. So I'm not using yellow. I'm actually using Indian yellow. Let me put some grass down here. I'll put the mountains in right in here. I'll try and put some things along the way. Maybe it'll help me design this. Just some dark color in here. So I'm mixing Indian yellow and blue. You get this really dark green. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. Try just Indian yellow in there. See what I get here. Get some different colors in there. It's looking pretty good. This is just going to be my underpaint. It's just a bunch of different greens, tones of green. If you've never done a landscape before, this is a fun way to start. Watch, I'll put the mountain in next, and you'll see what I mean. So pretty much I just got some green color down here, right? Some purple sky. Now watch, I'm going to put a gray mountain up here. We'll put, I kind of want a tall peak over here more to the right. Make some rugged mountains going across here. Just like that. This is just gray, black, and white mixture. Dark. Uh, and I try and lighten up the bottom here. Use a little pink if you want. I'm still using the number 12. I'm just getting all my underpaint down first. Doesn't that look cool already? Look at that. I'll put a little more white in here to get maybe some hills might show up in here by just adding some more color in here. Lightly blended in here and there. When I do this, it kind of helps me see what's going on in the mountain there by just adding some gray, light gray, white. Look at that. All right, so basically I got all my underpaint done. Doesn't that look cool? That looks pretty wicked. Looks pretty wicked. Gonna create some hills in here. Wow. I'm going to add some Indian yellow in here since I'm still kind of mixing paint. Just to add some color into the painting. I noticed the ones that sell, you got to have a little bit of color in there. Mainly, if you got purple and blue and whites in your sky, it should sell pretty good. Those are the ones that sell a lot. I'm going to make this water back here, I think. Uh, I'll mix a little dark blue and white right onto my purple color. I'm going to put some, we'll make this some kind of a lake back here. Just put the color in there. You don't, it doesn't have to be perfect right now. Just get the idea going. There we go. Now we got in some instant water back there. Kind of looks like Seattle. I'm here in Seattle right now. Hopefully the sound is working because I told you I'm using my iPhone today. Uh, yeah, yeah. I'll put some animals in there. What do you want? Like an elephant or something? The only thing I usually put in here is I usually put in some birds. I usually put birds in here because if you put a bear in here, a grizzly bear, or a I put a fox in there once, but if it doesn't match the style of the painting, it the animal kind of it'll make the painting look different. Like right now, I'm using a very loose style, so if I put any kind of animal in here, it would have to be like maybe a little rabbit down here I could probably do without it messing up the scene. You know what I mean? Uh, I got to make some brown right now. Uh, so I'm only using three colors today: Indian yellow, magenta, and blue. So I have to mix everything. I'm making my own brown. Thinking about lining the top of my hills with some color today. I'll try and put an animal in there. Look at that landscape already. Where am I at? 22 minutes. I got one thumbs up already. That's pretty good. I don't even know how to give myself a thumbs up. But anyway, I got one like already. I'm going to do the clouds right now. I've got to go to band practice. What time is it? Pretty soon. So I'm going to put up some cool clouds here. Wow. Some cool clouds. So if you just joined in, I'm not at my house today. I brought all some of my art stuff over here to my buddy's house because I'm watching their dog for a couple days. So starting tomorrow evening, I'll be back in my studio, and I'm still working on my studio. I'm going to change it around a little bit. I put a mirror up, so I'm in the shot more. So seems to be kind of cool. Look at those clouds! Wow. I can't really. I'm looking back in my camera here. Hopefully the sound's coming through because this will upload. This will upload when I'm done. I haven't put a video out in a couple days, so this will be nice to have a landscape painting up there. I'm going to put some distant clouds way back here. It's acrylic paint, so I'm going to run a cloud up this way, kind of like straight up in the air to get a different look on this cloud. That looks cool. Looks really cool. I'm just going to try and fill it in the whole uh, painting with clouds here. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. It's looking pretty good. Let's put one of those round ones right here that I see a lot here in Seattle. Just one cloud by itself there. I'm gonna try and layer some clouds now. All right, that's enough clouds, I think. yesterday, yesterday I had to get up at 2 in the morning to go to work. Today I didn't have to go into work till 5 this morning. What's cool is I get to work. There before the store opens, so I don't have to be around any customers or anything. Look at those mountains. I'm so used to doing mountains. I can get them done pretty quick. That's enough snow. You don't have to put much up there. That's just color. Mainly where I think the sun's over here on the right, hitting this side. I think today I'm just going to use a very little blue up there, okay? Because I like the way this gray looks. So I might just put a little bit of blue around the edge and leave it pretty dark in a lot of places. Just like that. You don't need to cover all this gray. And it depends on, your style painting. These mountains are kind of small, so I'm having to use the small part of the knife. It's easier to make big mountains, and then you can use the big side of your blade. You can get them done a lot easier. When you do your mountains, make sure you run a little blue down here too, underneath. Wherever you have white here, just run a little blue underneath the white because it creates the ledge. This blue is like where the sun is not hitting, so the blue is almost like the shadow side. Okay, so even though I have white down here, I'm going to put a little blue even underneath here, just a little blue, just a hint of blue, so it creates another dimension for the mountain. Okay, it really helps it out. You can see I'm not covering all the gray, just letting a little pink come off the blade, and I'm going to leave all this gray in here. Wow. Wow. Man, those look amazing. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to leave them gray because I think I like that that look. Now on this little run I got here, what I'm going to do is actually put a little blue underneath that white. It'll make it look like maybe like a road or something. There we go. Check out those mountains already. That looks so cool. It's pretty good. It's kind of early in the day. There's nobody on right now, but that's all right. Everybody's missing out on this great landscape, man. I kind of want to maybe I'll put a tree here, right? I don't want to cover the mountain, so I'm going to run a tree down here. I'm going to make some dark green. Let me show you my palette again. So I started off with red, magenta, Indian yellow, and ultramarine blue. So I'm going to mix some of this Indian yellow and blue. I'll get like a dark green color for my trees. And I'm going to add a little black in it to make it even darker. Just a little black. You don't need much. And this is going to be for the evergreen trees. And what I'm going to do today, I might just put color up there and then work the trees out later on. Let's see if I can do that. Let me do that first. I'll put some trees out here on this hill. See how this hill's coming up here like this? So I'm going to run some distant trees down this hill and bring them up the hill. And I'll get a little bigger as I come up here. And then pull the bottom out a little, create some grass. Just like that. It'll look like trees are going down to the water there. Make these like regular trees, not maple or not evergreen trees, but just regular trees, maybe apple trees or something. Wow, that looks pretty cool. That looks really cool. Let's mix one evergreen tree in there. Just to give it a different look. Like maybe there's maybe one tree back there. Poking up behind these trees. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to run some bushes here. On this hill. Just some kind of bushes or low trees. Then I'm going to put a few trees here. Nice. Very cool. I don't expect anybody to watch right now. I haven't painted in a couple days, so I was anxious to do a live. So I'm using my iPhone because I don't have a Wi-Fi here at my buddy's house. So I'm just doing this live on my iPhone just to give me something to do today. Little hills here. Big tree on that side. Probably put 2 or 3 trees over there. I should use a larger brush. I try brushing this in, get a different look. Cool. Bada bing. I like it. Run some more small bushes in here. Create some terrain in there. Really simple. I'm going to cut some hills back here. Coming out of these trees. It's looking pretty good. I'm really liking it. Bada bing. It's looking pretty nice. I really like the way this is turning out. I'll put some yellow, Indian yellow down here. Let's see what it looks like. Just some different colored grass down here. Do 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 do. Wow. I'm looking at it for a second here to see what else I want to put in here. I really like it. This is always a cool thing to do. Like if you got a landscape going like this, let's run a pathway from behind these trees. Try and keep your lines kind of horizontal. Okay. And I'm going to run a pathway down around here, maybe up and through here and out and over here. Okay. I'll show you how to do it. So start at the furthest distance, then we'll come back this way a little. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just get the idea in there first. I'm using just a small triangle knife with a little paint on the tip. We'll bring it down here. Then I'm going to cut it through here. And then through here, and then around. It's better to keep your paint going straight like this, like horizontal. See what I mean? And then it helps it look like a pathway coming from way, way back there. Doesn't that look cool? I just put that in a minute. And that's all you got to do. You don't have to do much more to that. You can make it disappear in here like this if you want. That looks pretty cool. That's usually all I do, and you don't have to do much more to that because it looks good. It goes with the painting. Here, I'm going to put an animal in there. Put a bird up here. Do. My liner brush is kind of dirty. Some birds. I think that's all I'm going to do on this one. I got to get ready for practice. Band practice. All right. Kind of like that. This one came out pretty good. I didn't do too much talking, but I got, if you go to my channel, I got a lot of videos on how I do everything. You could just pick one you want. Like I have some on clouds, some on mountains, some on trees. Uh, if you're trying to learn how to paint and this style that I'm doing, it sells. So these sell pretty good. So I'm going to put a little more color on these, I think. I got that Indian yellow. I'll put a little white in it just to give this tree some more color. This one too, just a little. Maybe the light's hitting right in here. All right. That's about all I'm going to do on this one, people. I'll be back. I'll probably be back tomorrow evening once I'm back at my house, and I'll do it. I'll do another live in my studio. But whoops, I ran out of juice there. You guys probably missed a whole bunch. I didn't notice my phone stopped because it's low on battery. But I just finished the whole painting there. Let's see who's on here. Daniel. Yeah, I'm at my friend's house. I'm trying to do this on my iPhone, so it's not the best view, but I didn't realize my battery was going low. So that's all I'm going to do on this one today. I probably won't do a live till tomorrow evening because I got to stay here one more night. And I don't like recording on my iPhone because I can't type anything on here. But cool. This one came out pretty good. If you didn't see the beginning, one of my abstract paintings sold this funky style that I do. It sold at the brewery, so I'm gonna go there and hang. I got 3 of them. I'm gonna go hang more later. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you probably tomorrow evening. Cheers.